Hi guys, and welcome back to World of Tanks, and it's the continuation of my road to the Leopard 1 series, and still on the VK3002D. I only need just over 15,800 I think is that to get on XP, so I think it's about time I got me an Indian Panzer. Let's get into those replays and see if I actually managed to do it. So here we are for, well, the first of the replays, not the first match I played. It wasn't too bad a match actually, really. Not too savage a result. I was bottom tier. But I'm not on this one. I'm top tier. It's on Liberty Falls. And yeah, I've mostly had decent games in this today. Or, well, I say decent. Not outstanding results, I wouldn't have said. Alright results, you know. Fairly happy with them, but they've mostly been just quite enjoyable games, to be honest. And yeah, I've actually quite enjoyed playing it today. I know I said in that other video that I've sort of been struggling to get excited, but no, I have enjoyed playing it today, and it's yeah, I don't know, it's made me want to play it more. I've just had an enjoyable day on it, and yeah, not been too bad. Quite fun, like I say, nothing outstanding. But just quite fun little matches, and I think all three matches are only about 5 minutes each, something like that, so it gives you an idea of sort of just quick and kind of fun games, really. And yeah, still maintained my mark of excellence. I think the highest I got up to is about 69%, and it sort of fluctuated a little bit here and there. But yeah, it's not been bad, like I say. Oh, slip down here, try and get round. Now it looks like most people have basically stayed up in the hills from the enemy team, and well, most of my team stayed up there as well. So I'm going to scoot round, see what I can see. There's a light tank across here. There looks like there's a medium coming across the valley as well, and yeah, it's looking pretty sparse for enemy tanks. Can I hit anything? Yes, I can. In fact, I can hit that Boilermaker. Not with that shot, though. Where is he? There he is. That's one. Wait for the reload. Can I get the kill? Nope. Somebody got to him just before I reloaded. But I think we'll just carry on up this way. And, well, see what happens. But yeah, I've had a couple of real stinkers of games today as well. You know, really poor. I think one of them was about 200. Yeah, in fact, it was one penning hit, and then did Artie get me? Possibly. I think it was a tier 9 game. I've got another one where I did about 300 damage, and again, it was just appalling. I just made a mistake early on and suffered for it, and that was it. But yeah, just go for the ram kill. I do like ram killing in this. It's not too bad. Took a bounce from a T29 there. I can only assume that he's definitely not got the 105, because I was pretty much flat onto him. Can't see him, but I'm guessing 90mm possibly with a reload like that. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's got the 90mm on with that reload. And I've taken a bit more damage from him than I actually intended on doing. I've not positioned myself particularly well. That one didn't damage him, just tracked him. That one went in, and is that the Lux? It just went blazing past him and just peppered him. I think it might have been. In fact, keep an eye on him in the team list at the end. He actually he had a decent game. I don't know what assisted damage he got, but for a Lux, tier 4 in a tier 7 game, he well, the tier 4 light tank, should I say. Yeah, he had a pretty decent game. But at the minute, well, the team have we've only lost 3 tanks, and they've really pushed across in the hills. And I completely derp into that wreck. I don't know what I was doing. Just not paying attention, basically. And it cost me a kill on RT, and I don't think I'm going to get to this one before he's done. And there's a heavy tank somewhere. Oh no, heavy tank's gone, and so is the RT all of a sudden. But yeah, just quick, fun games it seems to have been in this today. Like I say, a couple of stinkers, but literally just a couple. And one of them I think I was bottom tier, the other one I was actually top tier. But I've had a couple of decent bottom tier games as well, so yeah, quite happy with it today really. And like I say, it has sort of rekindled my excitement a little bit for playing the game. I don't know, it's not that I've been having a bad time with the games. I've not, I've been having some fairly decent games recently, but it's just, I'm not going to get into it again, but there's just the stuff I mentioned in the other video. But I've not really seen much of that today, and I'm assuming it's because basically there's a day left on the op, and most people will have done it. I've seen the odd bit of blatant kill stealing today. In fact, my wife, she's been playing on the PlayStation one for a little bit today, and there was a guy in a match in an E75, and I think he was top tier, and he got 8 penning hits, and with those 8 penning hits, bear in mind E75 fully upgraded, I think, from what I saw. Yeah, 8 penning hits, and he only fired 10. 8 of them hit and penned, and he got 5 kills from that, and I think 2,500 damage, which is, you know what I mean. And I think he only received about 4 or 5 hits in return as well. So, I don't know. It's one of those funny subjects, isn't it? Kill stealing. Like I've said before, it doesn't bother me. It can get on top of you a little bit and just start to really sort of knock you. When it's happening constantly in sort of every game, and like I said before, the fact that I've seen people holding off shooting at tanks, and it's cost me damage. It's even it's cost me my tank and sent me back to the garage before when they've just held off shooting at somebody just to get that last kill. But like I said before, I've not really seen much of that today, so yeah, quite enjoyed it. Now this one, I think it's a tier 9 match, is it? There's a T-34 across there. I was a bit wary about coming up this way. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is a tier 9 match. And I didn't really want to come up here at first. That's why I sort of lingered about a little bit near cap, just waiting. But then nobody kind of came this way, and I thought, you know what? If nobody else is coming up here, I've got a fairly decent view range, situational awareness, coated optics. So let's get up to the middle and just see what I can see. But I really didn't like the look of what I could see, so I decided to fall back. Instead of stopping up there and dying in the next minute or so, I thought I'd pull back. Now, yeah, you might have thought, why did I try and do that then? Well, it's because yesterday I got up there, it was in a 1390, but I had up enough speed and got straight up it, and I thought this could do the same thing, but obviously not. I did manage to take out the Chiri, took a hit in return from him though, and I was going to take a shot at that light tank up there, but he pulled back, and then somebody, probably one of the TDs behind me, one-shot him. So I know I've got a bit of support, as long as I don't go too far over and can draw anything I see up here back. There's at least one TD sat back there that can put the shots in, so gives me a little bit of comfort, but if too many tanks come up over here, I am gone. But there doesn't really seem to be much up here. It's fairly even on the team lists. Now I'm a bit concerned about that bunch of them that have just popped up on the map behind me down at the bottom of the hill. And there's the T-34 again. Now these have got tricky turrets from the side, and I've not quite got the side of it. He's angled it, not purposely, but he's aiming at something down there. In fact, there's a light tank. I don't know if there's anything else on that bottom side. I can't quite see where the light is. Yeah, there's a TD down there as well. And I was going to go and try and lend a hand, but I'm spotted, and as soon as I go out to try and do that, I'm in danger of taking a T-34 hit, which is not much fun. There he is, and yeah, just lining up to try and at least track him and get a bit of assisted damage, but somebody took him out before I could. And now they've won behind me, that TD and that light tank. The light tank's going for RT, and he's got 3 of them, and all we've got left are a couple of light tanks. Here's one of them at 1390. Very dangerous tank, especially to a tier 7 medium. But he, I don't know if he bounced. This can have a bit of a trolley turret front at times. Yeah, he just seems to be bouncing, or it's getting absorbed around that gun mantle. I'm not quite sure, but just bullied him to death basically. Managed to dodge a couple of shots. My armour took a couple as well, which was nice. And yeah, just bullied him a bit. And now there's just one RT left, but there's no way I'm going to get there in time to take him out. There's a light tank on the way, and who got him? He killed himself. I don't know. It still happens. But yeah, quite a... Again, nothing outstanding, just a nice, sort of quite solid little result, really. Second class mastery, sniper, 1800 damage, couple of points towards the op. I did get a nice amount of XP from that because I managed to do those 2 ops as well. I do like those multiplier XP ops, they're quite nice. But yeah, like I say, nothing outstanding, but it did get me 2nd place, which I was quite happy about, and yeah, it was a tier 9 match. I thought it might have been. But yeah, it's... I don't know, it's still not my favourite tank, but I definitely don't hate it. It's not a bad tank. It's not something that I'm going to buy back, or I'm in a rush to get to on my PlayStation account. But yeah, I can see why people like it. I can, but it's still not one of my favourites. Although it is good for ram killing. Now here we are, last replay for you. I think I'm top tier in this one. It's on Siegfried line, and well, I'm going to give myself a bit of room to manoeuvre and get out onto the field. I can use my view range, and hopefully I'm not going to be on my own out here. And it kind of looked like there was a heavy tank coming out this way at first, but now I'm not too sure if they are. There is that a medium and a light tank just off behind me on the edge of the map, and it looks like there's a TD coming this way as well, so yeah, it's not too bad. I'm not on my own, as long as we don't encounter anything too hefty. I think we should be able to manage over here, especially if I can spot them and stay out of the way. Then I'll get a nice bit of assisted damage. And yeah, that TD hopefully in the medium behind me. Or is that heavy? Curse this small preview window. But whatever's behind me anyway, we'll be able to take care of them. So I'm going to pop down to the middle, and I've got a shot at a Leopard, but nope, he's done for. Stick my nose up over here, spot a couple of tanks, and donk. Straight into the wreck. Luckily, there was nothing behind me to punish me for that one. Although I think, if I remember rightly, it could be this match. I do start getting a couple of shots coming in from over at the town. But at the moment, I'm just going to pop up and down. Oh, there's an RT hit. I was kind of lucky that didn't pen. I hit the side, and it's not great, but then again it is HE. It's just enough to sort of defeat HE, but I'm very lucky it didn't come slightly over and land on my engine deck. I managed to get a couple of cheeky shots on the Panther. He's disappeared, but I managed to do it again on the T-3485. And there's the shots from over in the town. In fact, not the town, the edge of the town. Really should have pulled back before, but I wasn't planning on it being an auto-loader, so I thought I'd have a few seconds to just get another shot off. But that was definitely an auto-loader. Or 2 tanks. There is that possibility as well. And I tried to spot what was over there, but I couldn't quite see it. And I think I basically put it down to being that 12T. Is it a 12T? But yeah, I'm guessing that's what it was. My first instinct was auto-loader, and I'm pretty sure that was him now. There was a TD over here, but he's been taken care of. I didn't realise at first, went up cautiously, and then saw that he wasn't on the list at the top anymore, so he's done. That Panther's popped back up, and he's behind the bunker, but if you're lucky, like I was then, you can get a shot through that slit and still hit them. Now, can I do it a second time? Probably not. Oh, I did, but it just clipped his backside and bounced off, so I'm pretty sure he's on his own, judging by what I can see on the map. The team have done fairly well in town. The enemy team have pushed through, but we've still got the numbers, and they seem to be holding them off, so I'm going to try and take this Panther out and see if I can go for RT. And yeah, my gamble paid off. There was nothing else out on the field. And I'm going to stop, reverse, and hopefully throw his throw his aim off, because he was probably planning on me going forwards a bit more. And yeah, nearly tipped over backwards, but I managed to get him. Now there was something up on that hill, but I think he's been taken care of. Or that's him that's moved into the town, but I'm pretty sure he was taken out because he wasn't on full health. So all there is the heavy in the town. There's a 2 RT, and here's one of them. And I think he's possibly lost in his little top-down world. Can I get another shot in and take the kill? And no. Somebody poached him. Now we've still got that that disconnected player in grey. Nobody's managed to get through and farm him, and it looks like, yep, there goes the last heavy. So all we've got left is the 1 RT, and let's see if I can pick up the kill on him. I think he was down here. Yep, there he is. You do take a shot from him. You're clipped by him. Is that a yeah, it's a lefty. So just go in for the ram kill, and that's the match. And I think that was the highest damage I did today. Well, the highest of my own damage. I did have some better results with combined damage, my own and assisted. In fact, no, that was the highest damage game I think I got in that today. I didn't realise I got quite as much assisted as that. But I got a first class mastery and improved my mark of excellence up to about 69, is that? I couldn't quite see that. And managed to get myself at the top of the table as well. But it looks like yeah, a few of the guys remaining had fairly decent games. Damage seemed to be spread out across the team with that one, and you do get that sometimes. Sometimes you'll get a couple of really high damage results at the top of the table, and other times it's sort of spread out. But here we go. That managed, well, not that game. I did manage, when I can talk again, I did manage to get enough XP to get the Indian Panzer, which is not surprising. As you saw, I had a couple of decent XP games on that 4001. I think I had a 3000 and something daily double. In fact, there you go, that was my daily double when I was bottom tier in a tier 9 game. Just to give you a few of the other results that I've had today, and I think one of them is one of the poor ones. Yep, there you go. Very poor result, that one. Just really cocked it up at the beginning of the game and got punished for it completely. But they were few and far between. I think I had 2 of those sorts of games today. And the rest of them were sort of pretty average and decent. There you go. Hope you've enjoyed that episode. I'll be back tomorrow with another one. So until then, take care out there, and I'll catch you next time. See you later.